Mga katropa, alam mo ba na ang DWDD 1134 kHz AFP radio ay ang opisyal na radio station ng sandatahang lakas ng Pilipinas na binubuo ng Army, Navy at Air Force na siyang maghahatid sa inyo ng mga balita mula sa ating Armed Forces at iba pang impormasyon. Mga katropa, hanapin at ilike kami sa Facebook, Twitter at YouTube. DWDD AFP Radio, ang boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Got my money on my mind, I'm working to get paid. I work from home all the time, yeah, you can say 24/7. I'm ready to persuade, gotta seal that deal, so I'm sending those files, no matter how big, cause giving my best is always my gift.
From dress back to shoes, I'm the shopping queen. Add your card fast, living the dream. I got the whole world in the palm of my hand with the fastest speeds from my home broadband.
Gotta push, gotta play, gotta smash, gotta win. Gonna conquer the world with my best. Full gear on, now where's the next quest? Every beat, every bop, every step of the way, I'm working my way to be on top. Stream the dream every day. I get the feeling every time I flex my moves, there's no delay.
Now up to 10,000 Mbps.
PLDT home fiber, still the country's fastest broadband.
Now that's our home and fastest mode.
Finally, I found my perfect match. The one that meets my lifestyle, my needs, and my goals in life.
Here at Veterans Bank, you don't have to worry about your money.
Dahil ang Veterans Bank, maaasahan. Sa Veterans Bank, ikaw ang laging una. Yan ang bangkong may puso, malalapitan. Dito na tayo.
This is Bobby De Ocampo for Veterans Bank, a bank with a heart for every Filipino.
Terms and conditions apply. Member PDIC and BancNet. Veterans Bank is regulated by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas.
Ito ang DWDD 1134 kHz AM. Balita, impormasyon at musika. Ito ang DWDD AFP Radio, boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Isang maganda at produktibong Martes sa inyo mga kamanggagawa. Ako si Team Laderas, ang inyong makakasama ngayong unang Martes ng taong 2023 upang talakayin ang mga napapanahong balita at impormasyon tungkol sa paggawa at empleo sa ating bansa. Magandang Martes din po sa ating mga kamanggagawang nakikinig sa kanilang mga radyo via the Armed Forces Radio Channel, DWDD 1134 kHz, pati na rin sa ating mga kamanggagawa sa iba't ibang sulok ng bansa na nanonood ng ating live stream via the AFP Radio and the Department of Labor and Employment official Facebook pages. i-like, mag-comment at i-share nyo na ang ating episode para mas marami pang kamanggagawa at namumuhunan ang maabot ng ating programa. Kumusta kayo mga kamanggagawa? Naway ang lahat ay ligtas, nasa mabuting kalagayan at positibo ang pananaw sa pagpasok natin sa panibagong taon. Siyempre kasama natin ang ating mga mahal sa buhay, lalong-lalo na ang ating pamilya. And speaking of family, isa na namang interesting na topic ang pag-uusapan natin ngayong umaga mga kamanggagawa. Dahil nga ang pamilya ay ang ating pag-uusapan ngayon sa ating episode, sa ikalawang parte ng ating episode ngayong umaga, babasahin ko lang na ito rin ay nakalagay sa provision sa 1986 Philippine Constitution. The state shall strengthen the family as a basic social institution. The natural right of parents in the rearing of the youth for civic efficiency and the development of moral character shall receive the aid and support of the government. Nakalagay yan sa Article 2, Section 4 ng 1986 Philippine Constitution. At dahil dyan, alam nyo ba mga kamanggagawa na may programa ang DOLE na nagsusulong na itaguyod ang mga diskusyong pampamilya sa mga lugar paggawa? Tama ang inyong narinig at yan ang tinatawag nating Family Welfare Program o FWP. Sama-sama nating alamin ang mga detalye patungkol dito sa Family Welfare Program at kumustahin na rin ang implementasyon nito sa Davao Region kasama si Attorney Randolph Pensoy, ang Regional Director ng DOLE Davao Region. Kaya manatili lamang kayong nakatutok sa ating programa at abangan ang ating usapan patungkol nga sa FWP maya-maya lamang sa ating DOLE in Focus segment. Pero bago yan, mag-good news muna tayo. Mahigit 1,600 sugar workers na pansamantalang nawalan ng trabaho sa Camarines Sur makikinabang sa tupad. Bilang pagkilala sa mga hamon at pangangailangan ng mga magtatanim at mga manggagawa sa industriya ng asukal sa lalawigan ng Camarines Sur, na pansamantalang nawalan ng trabaho, na mahagi ang Department of Labor and Employment Camarines Sur Provincial Office sa pakikipagtulungan ng District Tripartite Council ng emergency employment sa 1,679 na mga manggagawang benepisyaryo na may kabuuang halaga na 1.679 milyong piso sa ilalim ng tulong panghanap buhay sa ating Disadvantaged Displaced Workers o TUPAD program. Tinaguriang tubuhan, ating linisin at paglinangin upang asukal di kulangin, ang mga display sugar planters at manggagawa ay tatanggap ng 365 pesos kada araw batay sa minimum daily wage sa Bicol Region o ng kabuuang 3,650 pesos katumbas ng 10 araw na trabaho. Sa sandaling matapos na ang kanilang mga gawain at iba pang documentary requirements. Ayon kay DOLE Bicol Regional Director Maria Zenaida Angara Campita, ang pansamantalang trabahong ito ay makatutulong at magiging kapaki-pakinabang para sa mga manggagawa upang masustentuhan nila ang kanilang pangunahing pangangailangan. Ayon pa kay Campita, sabay-sabay na isinagawa ang orientasyon sa mga bayan ng Bawao, Bila, Ocampo, Pili, Sagnay, Tigaon, Minalabak at sa Naga City, Kamakailan na bahagi ng pre-implementation phase ng programang TUPAD bago i-deploy ang mga benepisyaryo sa mga lugar kung saan sila itatalaga. Dagdag pa niya, itinampok sa mga aktibidad na iyon ang mga pangunahing impormasyon ng programa at ang implementing rules and regulations nito, gayon din ang package of assistance na kinabibilangan ng pagbabayad ng sahod at coverage o enrollment sa group microinsurance ng Government Service Insurance System o GSIS. Iginiit ni RD Campita na hindi maiiwan ang ating mga manggagawa sa industriya ng asukal. Ang mga manggagawang nasa informal na sektor, gaya ng mga sakada na pansamantalang nawalan ng trabaho at kabuhayan, ay ang prioridad ng programang tupad ng DOLE sapagkat sila ang mga nasa laylayan ng lipunan na lubos na nangangailangan ng tulong. Ang tupad ay isa sa mga bahagi ng DOLE Integrated Livelihood and Emergency Employment Program o DLEP na nagbibigay ng emergency employment sa mga displaced workers, underemployed at seasonal workers sa loob ng minimum na 10 araw at hindi lalampas sa 70 araw depende sa uri ng trabahong gagawin. Samantala, nakipagpulong naman si RD Campita sa mga miyembro ng District Tripartite Council ng Camarines Sur Sugar Industry upang tugunan ang mga programang para sa kapakanan at proteksyon ng mga sugar planters at manggagawa noong nakaraang linggo na ginanap sa Ocampo, Camarines Sur. Another good news, halos 1 milyong pisong tulong pinansyal ng DOLE ginawad ni Pangulong Marcos sa mga magsasaka sa Antique. Sa kanyang pagbisita sa lalawigan ng Antique kamakailan, personal na inabot ni Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. ang tseke na nagkakahalaga ng 996,864 pesos sa mga magsasaka ng lalawigan para sa kanilang egg production project na tinulungan ng DOLE. Ang nasabing tulong pinansyal ay naglalayong mabigyan ng karagdagang pagkukunan ng kita ang 56 na natukoy na miyembrong benepisyaryo ng Igbarawan Farmers and Irrigators Association sa bayan ng Patnongon. Karamihan sa mga benepisyaryo ay mga informal workers na kinabibilangan ng mga marginalized farmers, kababaihan, senior citizens, katutubo, out-of-school youth at displaced workers. Ayon kay DOLE Antique Field Office Head Carmela Abelyar, bukod sa pangako ng DOLE sa mga manggagawa mula sa formal na sektor, inaalagaan din nila ang kapakanan ng mga nasa informal na sektor sa pamamagitan ng mga livelihood projects sa ilalim ng kabuhayan program ng DOLE upang mapalago ang hindi sapat na pinagkukunan ng kita. Ang poultry egg production ay isang group-managed project ng Barangay Igbarawan na pinagtutulungang pamahalaanan ng Igbarawan Farmers and Irrigators Association na umaasang matugunan ang poultry demand ng mga residente nito at ng mga karatig barangay upang mabigyan ng dagdag na kita ang mga benepisyaryo at masuportahan nila ang mga pangunahing pangangailangan ng kani-kanilang pamilya. Sinabi naman ni DOLE Western Visayas Regional Director Sixto Rodriguez Jr. na nais nilang tulungan ang mga kahalintulad na proyektong pangkabuhayan kung saan madaling kumita ang mga benepisyaryo tulad ng produksyon ng itlog ng manok. Dagdag pa ni RD Rodriguez na malaking karangalan para sa kanilang tanggapan na si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos ang mismong nag-turn over ng tseke sa mga benepisyaryo ng programa. Malaking tulong ang pagkakaroon ng mga sari-sari store, bake shop at mga grocery store sa umuunlad na bayan ng Patnongon sapagkat ang mga ito ang nanghihikayat sa mga benepisyaryo na makibahagi sa ganitong uri ng proyekto. Ang mga dairy products tulad ng itlog ay laging bahagi ng pagkain ng nating mga Pilipino, particular tuwing almusal, lalo pat ito ang pinakaabot kaya at laging available sa mga tindahan at pamilihan. Dahil dito, positibo ang mga opisyal ng Barangay Igbarawan na uunlad ang naturang egg production project. At yan po ang mga good news na tampok natin ngayong unang Martes ng taon. Susunod na po ang ating panayam kay Davao Regional Director, Attorney Randolph Pensoy, upang ibahagi sa atin ang layunin ng Family Welfare Program at ang implementasyon nito sa kanilang rehiyon. Pagkatapos lamang yan ng ilang mga paalala. Oras natin, 23 minuto makalipas ang alas 11 ng umaga.
Mga katropa, alam mo ba na ang DWDD 1134 kHz AFP radio ay ang opisyal na radio station ng Sandatahang Lakas ng Pilipinas na binubuo ng Army, Navy at Air Force na siyang maghahatid sa inyo ng mga balita mula sa ating Armed Forces at iba pang impormasyon. Mga katropa, hanapin at ilike kami sa Facebook, Twitter at YouTube. DWDD AFP Radio, ang boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Sabi nga ni Dr. Jose Rizal, ang kabataan ang pag-asa ng ating bayan. Kaya't sila ay dapat tinangin para sa mas masaganang kinabukasan. Ngunit ayon sa Philippine Statistics Authority, may higit 872,000 o 2.8% ng kabuuang 31.17 million na kabataan mula 5 hanggang 17 taong gulang ang napapabilang sa working children o child labor. At isa nga sa rason nito ay ang kahirapan.
The Department of Labor is rallying other government agencies to help end the practice of child labor in the country.
Kaya't upang matugunan ang problemang ito, patuloy na gumagawa ang gobyerno ng iba't ibang programa katulad na lang ng Child Labor Prevention Elimination Program at DOLE Integrated Livelihood Program. Sa pamamagitan ng DILP, natutulungan ang mga magulang ng child laborers sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay ng livelihood assistance upang matugunan ang problema ng child labor sa bansa. At isa nga sa naging benepisyaryo ng DOLE Integrated Livelihood Program ay si Nanay Antonina Brigoli mula sa Santo Tomas, Davao del Norte.
56 akong edad o akong bana si Mario Brigoli o aduna ko'y 12 ka mga anak. Sa kaniadtong bag-o pa mi diri nangatabang naman ng labandira mais lang sudan say mapalit mo bulad say ginamos gulay porte jud namong paita. Katong wala na ko nangatabang na buti bakal na lang mi. Buti bakal!
Hindi nga naging madali ang naging buhay ng pamilya ni Nanay Antonina. Pinagkakasya nila noon ang monthly income na 3,000 pesos mula sa paghahanap ng bote bakal. Para makatulong, kusang sumasama si Tonton, isa sa mga anak ni Nanay Antonina sa kanilang pagbubote bakal.
Binabuli sila, ginaingnan nga, buti bakal, mo anak sila. Maluoy kay ko sa kong anak, ulit diri, sumbong. Sige, abag-abag lang mo mga anak, kayo saon taman nga, pati maginatong lisura.
Dahil sa hindi inaasahang pagtatrabaho ni Tonton sa murang edad, lumapit sa kanila ang Department of Labor and Employment Region 11 nang minsang magsagawa ito ng profiling sa kanilang lugar.
Porte na kong hadlo ko kay child labor good, basin og mapreso hinuon mi.
Binigyan ng DOLE 11 ng oportunidad sina Nanay Antonina at Tonton upang matulungan sila na makaahon sa hirap. Ang tulong pinansyal na mula sa DOLE 11 ay naging panimula nila sa negosyong sari-sari store.
Ang DOLE nagpasabot sa amo ang kinahanglan ang bata dili na mo trabaho kay madaot naman pod ning mga ginikanan mo tong si Tonton nagsige na eskwela siya o module. Nagpasalamat yung kong dako sa DOLE nga ila kong natabangan ang si Tonton sa amo ang panginabuhian nga ni angat yun ni amo ang kinabuhi. Ni tubo-tubo na yun ang negosyo niya napausab naman mo among balay nga ni dako-dako na. Dili ka ni adto nga payag lang.
Mula sa kinikita nila sa tindahan ay nakapagtabi sila ng kapital para sa kanilang maliit na water refilling business.
Nakakuha na po ko og PhilHealth, na ako'y is og nahimo kong membro sa co-op og nakakuha ako og insurance.
Ngunit hindi natatapos sa tulong pinansyal ang programa ng DOLE. Patuloy ang pag-alalay ng DOLE Davao del Norte sa pamilya ni Nanay Antonina at sa kanilang kabuhayan sa pamamagitan ng regular na livelihood monitoring and assessment.
So yung intervention na naibigay namin sa kanya ay yung financial management at saka yung simple bookkeeping. So alam nila kung paano nila mapalago, masusustain nila yung negosyo nila, hindi yung, di ba, ika nga, sari-sari store, hindi yung sira-sira store. So yun ang punto natin na mamasustain nila yung negosyo nila.
At isa rin sa naitulong ay ang Tupad Program at Project Angel 3 na kung saan sila binibigyan ng iba't ibang assistance tulad ng groceries, food packs, school supplies, hygiene kits, and activities na makapag-experience ang mga bata at ma-enjoy ang childhood. In the year 2019, for the monitoring, nakita namin na may improvement at may impact talaga ang naitulong na pangkabuhayan sa kanila.
Isa lamang si Tonton sa napakaraming kabataan na napipilitang pumayod sa murang edad upang matulungan ang pamilya. Ngunit ngayon, sa tulong ng iba't ibang programa ng gobyerno, tulad ng DOLE Integrated Livelihood Program, nabibigyan na sila ng pag-asang magkaroon ng mas masaganang pamumuhay. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang Department of Labor and Employment 11 sa pagbibigay ng tulong sa buong rehiyon ng Davao upang maibsan ang kahirapan at tuluyan ng mawala ang child labor sa bansa.
Tungod sa DOLE, ang among kinabuhi nagmalambuon o padayon kaming magmalaumon.
Ito ang DWDD 1134 kHz AM. Balita, impormasyon at musika. Ito ang DWDD AFP Radio. Boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Nagbabalik po tayo dito pa rin sa DOLE sa AFP Radio. Oras natin, 31 minuto makalipas ang alas 11 ng umaga. Para tulungang maisulong ang productivity sa mga lugar paggawaan, isa sa mga programang ipinapatupad ng DOLE ay ang Family Welfare Program o FWP. Pag-uusapan natin yan kasama si DOLE Davao Regional Director, Attorney Randolph C. Pensoy. Magandang umaga, RD Randolph. Si team po ito ng IPS.
Good morning, sir, team. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to Secretary Benny and to all the senior officials, DOLE of Central Office. Happy New Year, sir, ma'am, madam. And to our partners, Armed Forces of the Philippines, good morning and Happy New Year to our partners who maintain the peace and order of our country. Sir, good morning, and it is my privilege that you invited me to be one of your resource or anchor person to discuss Family Welfare Program in our region, or the program of which the Department of Labor and Employment propagates or advocates in all the nation.
Yes po. Happy New Year din, RD Randolph, at welcome back pong muli dito sa DOLE sa AFP Radio.
Thank you,
Unahin ko na po yung unang katanungan namin regarding dito sa Family Welfare Program, RD Randolph, para higit nga na mabigyan ng proteksyon at mapaunlad yung kapakanan ng ating mga kamanggagawa, atin pong ipinatutupad ang Family Welfare Program o FWP. Pakibahagi naman po, RD, yung legal basis, gayon din po yung layunin nitong FWP.
Thank you, sir, team. I was so happy that you also provide the provision of the Constitution of Article 15, Section 1, which provide the state recognizes the Filipino family as the foundation of the nation. And this is our principles of which our department, the Department of Labor and Employment, advocates or promotes this family welfare program, of which this draws corporate support in promoting workers' quality of life by adopting a family-centered approach in the workplace, and it introduces the concept of family welfare to establishment, instill family planning, family welfare consciousness, and among labor and management as a key in promoting workplace productivity and improvement worker management relations. And this is based, as I've said, this is a constitutionally mandated provisions of which there is a law enabling it, Article 134 of the Labor Code, which is the PD 442 amended the Labor Code of the Philippines, and the Department Order number 5603, the rationalizing the implementation of the Family Welfare Program in DOLE, and the Department of Labor Administrative Order number 209 series of 2004, which provide a checklist of priority activities related to family welfare implementation.
Opo. RD, sa pagkakaunawa ko po, parang kung susumahin, 2 dekada na po pala itong Family Welfare Program na programa ng DOLE.
Noted po, noted po.
Opo.
Sir Tim.
Opo. Para po sa kaalaman ng ating mga kamanggagawa, RD, lalo na syempre ng ating mga employers, sino lamang po ba yung kinakailangan na magkaroon nitong Family Welfare Program, at syempre po kung kailangan nilang magkaroon nito, ano po ba yung mga requirements na dapat nilang i-prepare at i-submit po para maipatupad po itong programa sa kanilang establishmento, RD?
It's a good question, Sir Tim. Hope you would bear with me. I would have to speak in English kasi hindi masyado sa Tagalog. So,
no problem
that's
po.
a good question. Yes, that's a good question. Who would be this? What establishment could avail or which is mandated to be mandated or mandated to implement the Family Welfare Program? At least the law and the Department Order of Department of Labor and Employment Order provides at least 200 employees, establishment with 200 employees, with which they are mandated to have a family welfare program. Take note, mandated, the word is mandatory. It is not an encouragement. It is mandated of the establishment of which having 200, at least more than 200 workers. So what happened to those who have less than 200 workers or 200 workers and below? They are encouraged to have, but they are not mandated. But to those who have attained the numbers of 200 more, they are mandated. So they are required to have a family welfare program. Now, what would be the steps for this establishment to acquire or to have a family program, a welfare program? If you are in the management, you coordinate with the regional office having the jurisdiction over the workplace for orientation of family welfare program. Suppose in Region 11, if there is an establishment having 200 employees, they have to coordinate, the management has to coordinate with the regional office. Now, after coordination, the region should have to organize a family welfare committee. So magkakaroon tayo ng family welfare committee from among the management, union workers or worker groups, and clinic personnel. So take note, magkakaroon ng family welfare committee, yung establishment. And then at that family welfare committee, then it determines the needs of the employees, yung mga kakailangan nila, or what are the necessary supports or assistance of which the establishment has to provide. And also, kung ano ang maibigay ng mga assistance ng mga establishment sa mga empleyado. Take note, it is part also of our tripartism dialogue, the Industrial Tripartite Council Peace or the tripartism activity of which the DOLE, the management, and the labor has to come together to have a constant communication and dialogue to promote the welfare, particularly the family welfare of the establishment. Take note that if you consider yung isang empleyado mo na parang part ng pamilya, he maintains and he gives importance to his work because he also gives importance to it as a person. If you give him importance, he would give good production, good activity. At the same time, he cooperates and he performs well in the working environment. So yun ang kagalagahan if you consider part of the member of the establishment as part of a family of your work environment.
Apo, Ardino, i-clarify lang natin, mandatory yung pagkakaroon ng family welfare program kung ang kumpanya ay may 200 or more employees, while ine-encourage natin na magkaroon ng programa yung mga may less than 200 employees.
That's correct. That's correct, Sir Tim. That's correct.
Apo. Susunod naman po, RD, no? Ano po ba yung tinatawag nating 10 dimension na dapat magsilbing gabay sa ating mga kumpanya sa pagpapatupad nitong family welfare program?
Thank you for that follow-up, Sir Tim. Actually, I should have answered that as to how this family welfare program and what are the dimensions of which the DOLE continuously monitor as well as guidance for us for the implementation of this family welfare program. Now, thank you for the follow-up. We have this 10 dimension, the family welfare program dimension. We focus on these. First is the reproductivity, health, and responsible parenthood. Thank you to the number one. Reproductive health and responsive parenthood. Second, medical health care. Third, spirituality or value formation. Fourth, housing. Fifth, environment protection, hygiene and sanitation. 6, income generation, livelihood and cooperative. 7, nutrition. 8, education and gender equality. 9, sports and leisure. 10, transportation. The family welfare program is mandated to have this dimension to be implemented and still felt by our working environment, the management, the workers, and the personnel in the clinic personnel who provides medical assistance. So those are the 10 dimensions of which the Department of Labor has to monitor the implementation of this family welfare program, sir.
Apo. So dapat po yung 10 dimension niya nagre-reflect doon sa mga activities na gagawin nila patungkol dito sa pagpapatupad ng family welfare program. RD, sa inyo naman pong datos, gaano na karaming establishmento dyan sa Davao Region yung nagpapatupad na ng family welfare program noong nakaraang taon at gaano din karaming mga manggagawa yung nakikinabang na mula dito sa pagpapatupad ng FWP sa kanilang lugar paggawa?
Sir Tim, I like to congratulate my regional operation for them and also my focal Regina and Nenti for monitoring and for continuously educating our establishment. As to the regional operation, the whole region, we have 137 establishments. Take note, more than 200 establishments with more than 200 workers. We have established and we have mandated them to have a family welfare program. And this establishment, the 137 establishment, with a working numbers engaged to 56,803 workers. So 137 establishment with 56,803 workers that benefit the family welfare program of which DOLE has advocated.
Kudos sa inyo, no, RD Randolph, kasi 137 out of over 200 establishments na may 200 or more employees na yung may active nating nagpapatupad ng FWP dyan sa Davao. At mula naman po sa resulta ng monitoring nyo dyan sa Davao, RD, ano po ba yung mga nakita nating notable initiatives o yung mga good practices na mula dun sa mga establishmento pong nagpapatupad na ng family welfare program?
Yeah, we have these good practices or best practices for which we can also advocate as well as we can be proud of. And these also activities and practices has already been recorded by the Bureau of Working with Special Concern when they have visited our region sometime October. And one of the practices in which we can be proud of is the Kaibigan Fellowship. The Kaibigan Fellowship, it is a practice of the DOLE Philippine Incorporated yung sa mga yung sa Stantelco, yung sa mga pineapple workers. And this Kaibigan Fellowship promotes spirituality, community outreach activities, and learning and development among workers. And they have this weekly or every Monday meeting that they have to convene and discuss what would be done to be that would somehow benefit the management, the worker, the labor sector, and then once they come up with that, they would they would cascade that meeting or that discussion to the particular units, division of their particular establishment. So magkaroon sila ng monthly, weekly meeting. And another thing is this money assistance program of the BPOs, yung mga business processing outsourcers natin. They provide money assistance during the COVID, the peak of the COVID. Bigay sila ng assistance to those members of the family who are affected. The reason for that is if they value their worker and they provide assistance, so that worker will somehow, in gratitude to the services and the kind of assistance given to them, parang hindi na maghahanap ng iba pang trabaho because they've been valued. They've been considered as family member, or the program of the establishment giving them importance caters also to the importance to the importance of their family. And another also best practice is these tech initiatives. This tech initiative is initiated by the Therma Marine Incorporated, which provides this paperless work environment, provide technological assistance, digital or training or expertise. So those are the three we consider best practices of which our region would like to advocate and also to share to other partners in the department, so that this also could give highlights to the program of which our family welfare program of which DOLE is advocating, promoting, and giving importance to the welfare of our workers.
Opo, maganda RD yung mga na-develop nilang programa, no, kasi nakakatulong din ito na maibsan yung baka yung iba kasi nakakaranas din ng mental health. At least po, 'di ba, na de-decrease natin yung iniisip nila through these programs. Ngayon naman po, RD Randolph, ano naman pong mga hakbang yung ginagawa ng inyong tanggapan para mas lalo pa pong ma-increase yung awareness at maengganyo pa natin yung mas marami pang mga employers na magkaroon netong family welfare program dyan sa inyong region?
That is a good question, Sir Tim. You know, we are mandated to enforce and to regulate the labor standards, and part of this monitoring is also to implement and educate the welfare of the workers as being part of the family of the establishment. So for that, we continuously monitor through inspections and also giving them online campaigns. We use the online scenario and dictums, and also we discuss also through discussion of their in the tripartite council piece or the tripartism by meetings or by discussion of their HR representatives, by continuously giving them the importance of this family welfare. And also we have these semi-annual meetings with the family welfare program teams and the quarterly family welfare program meetings with the federation. You know, our fifth office and also our focal person of the family welfare coordinated with the local government for them also to inform and to encourage the local government that the establishments of which having 200 workers must have and to have a family welfare program within the area of responsibility of each provincial office, of each municipality, of each city. So that is one of the coordination of our focal person, coordinated with the local governments for that.
Apo. RD, follow-up lang dito sa katanungan. Meron po bang kakaharaping parusa kung sakali pong hindi sumunod na magpatupad ng family welfare program yung isang establishment na may 200 employees?
Considering it is mandated by our law that there is a department order that mandates for case creation, take note that we have this inspection. We monitor labor standards, and that labor standard, part of that is promoting the welfare of our workers. And also we have this OS, occupational safety and health. If you are violating any of those, and particularly the mandate of the family program of which the Department of Labor has mandated for you, there is particular sanction and penalties for you for that. You can be indemnified double for not complying the indemnity, or you cannot be given any issuance of certificate to operate by reason of non-compliance of the directive issued by the Department of Labor.
Apart from sanctions, no, RD, for sure naman always ready ang ating regional office na magbigay ng assistance kung nagnanais po yung isang establishmento na magkaroon ng FWP. At speaking po of assistance, kung sakali pong nais humingi ng tulong po ang ating mga employers dyan sa Davao Region, lalo na sa pagkakaroon nitong Family Welfare Program, paano at saan po nila maaaring maabot ang inyong tanggapan, RD?
Yeah, we have a focal person for that certain team. I would like to introduce to you our focal, Regina Inanenti, our regional focal for the Family Welfare Program. Please communicate him through this telephone number, 082-227-4289. He is part of the operation of the TSSD. And you can also email us in ro11@dole.gov.ph. And in our Facebook account, the DOLE 11 Facebook account, they can also communicate, they can also cater the complaints there, or perhaps they can call us at the number given, so that those who have, or those establishments would like to be assisted by the department, our focal and the region also are willing to provide them assistance, certainly.
Apo. Ngayon po, RD, binibigay na po namin sa inyo yung pagkakataon na magbigay ng siyempre New Year's message sa ating mga kamanggagawa at namumuhunan dyan sa Davao Region. Go ahead, RD.
Yes, our team, to all of us here in the region, to our partners, the establishment, I encourage you and encourage you to keep on communicating and have a time with our department. And take note, we have mandated laws. Please follow that. I would not say it's please because it's mandated by law, but I would like you to implement and to keep on monitoring, as well as implementing our family welfare program, particularly to establishments with more than 200 workers. And to those establishments with less than, I would like you to encourage that consider your work environment as your home and your workers as part of your family. And once you are part of the family, you value them. Once you value them, they are also giving value to you. If they valued you, they give you good numbers of production and also good employment. So this is ang lahat ay nagkaugnay. So everything has to work into play and everything is connected. So I thank this initiative of the DOLE AFP Radio program for also catering for showcasing our activity, as well as for telling our partners in the establishment in Region 11 that DOLE is keep on monitoring for the welfare of each worker as also the management. Thank you, sir.
Happy New Year ulit, RD. Hindi na po namin kayo patatagalin. Muli, maraming salamat po sa pagpapaunlak ng inyong oras dito sa DOLE sa AFP Radio. More power po sa inyong RD at sa buong DOLE Davao Regional Office.
Thank you, sir, team.
Apo.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year po. Stay safe, RD. Thank you ulit. Narinig niyo po ang tinig ni DOLE Davao Regional Director Attorney Randolph C. Pensoy. Para po sa mga kamanggagawa nating nakatutok mula sa Region 11, kung kayo po ay may katanungan tungkol sa mga serbisyo at programa ng DOLE dyan sa inyong rehiyon, maaari niyo pong sadyain ang DOLE Davao Regional Office sa Quimpo Boulevard, Barangay 74A, Matina Crossing, Davao City. Maaari nyo ring bisitahin ang iba't ibang field office ng DOLE Region 11. Meron tayong Davao City Field Office, Davao del Sur Field Office, Davao del Norte Field Office, Davao Oriental Field Office, Davao de Oro Field Office, Davao Occidental Field Office, at Davao Igacos Satellite Office. At para naman po sa iba pang mga labor-related na tanong o kung may nais pa kayong malaman o ireklamo, bukas din po 24/7 ang DOLE Hotline 1349. I-dial nyo lamang po yan sa inyong mga telepono. At syempre, maaari din po kayong tumawag sa aming DOLE mobile hotline number 0961-595-8439, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 8 yan ng umaga hanggang alas 5 ng hapon. At maaari din kayong mag-send ng email sa hotline 1349@dole.gov.ph o kaya mag-direct message sa aming Facebook page para sa inyong mga labor and employment concerns. Siyempre, hanapin niyo lamang ang official at verified Facebook page ng Department of Labor and Employment. Siyempre, mga kamanggagawa, i-encourage ko na rin kayong i-like ang ating FB page at mag-subscribe sa aming YouTube page para lagi kayong updated sa mga balita at programang hatid ng DOLE para sa inyo. At isa na naman pong episode ang ating napagsamahan, mga kamanggagawa. Sa susunod na Martes, isa na namang programa o polisiya ng DOLE ang ating tatalakayin dito pa rin sa Armed Forces Radio, DWDD 1134 kHz at DOLE Official Facebook. Sa ngalan ng aking mga kasamahan sa DOLE Information and Publication Service at sa tulong ng Armed Forces of the Philippines, ako pong muli si Team Laderas. Tutok lamang ulit kayo mga kamanggagawa para sa iba pang mga programa at serbisyong hatid ng DOLE sa bawat manggagawang Pilipino. Dito lamang yan sa DOLE sa AFP Radio. Oras natin, 53 minuto makalipas ang alas 11 ng umaga.
Kababayan kong handang tumulong ngayon, bukas at habang panahon. Tayo'y magkaisa sa diwa at gawa, naging isa-isip itong ating bansa.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa DWDD AFP Radio. Kami po ay kasapi ng KBP, kapisanan ng mga broadcaster